Texila American University graduation program.
Thank you very much.
So we have two questions. So what inspired you to pursue a PhD in public health in general as a program?
Actually, what happened was after I finished my master's, it took me a long period before I decided to embark on my PhD. And then I started looking for where and how I would do it, which was somehow challenging. But then, since I have the desire, I wanted to contribute to the global health, seeing how to solve problems in my country that relates to health. So I decided no matter what the challenge is, no matter what the time interval, that I will still go for it. And that led me to be seeking for where and how to do it.
Wonderful. And what are the reasons you choose Central University of Nicaragua for your doctoral studies?
Yeah, I had to do a lot of research concerning Texila America and the Central University of Nicaragua. Like for the Texila American University, it happened that two of my children graduated there as medical students. Then when I remember that while I was in Guyana, they have this distant learning. So that made me to go back and I checked if I could get a PhD program. And luckily, I was able to see, because that blended with my own working time, I'm a clinician, and my time, I could not travel outside the country, and more so, I need to continue working. So the blended nature of it suited me. Then for the Central University of Nicaragua, I found out is one of the reputable universities in Latin America that offer quality education, and it ranked very well. And I wanted something like that, so that was why I came to it.
It's aligned, right? And what critical research or leadership skills did you develop during the PhD program?
Yeah, the PhD program actually helped me, at least it widened my scope, because I'm somebody that is always seeking after knowledge.
Right.
It helped me in the area of critical thinking. It helped me to develop my communication skill. It also helped me to be able to mentor other people. So I now have the courage and I have the confidence that I can go for anything that has to do with knowledge.
Right.
So it's actually widening my scope,
Right.
and my clinical acumen were also sharpened.
Right.
And I had a lot of knowledge on what public health is all about and how to, rise up to the challenges that comes along with it.
Wonderful. And can you just remember which research or coursework or academic experience had a major impact on you? Something that you can put from your memory, from your experience.
Actually, all the coursework were good,
Right.
but then the research work stood out, because I'm always somebody that wants to go into research. I want to research into a lot of things, especially public health issues.
Right.
And so for my research work, I did some quantitative and qualitative analysis on some subjects,
Right.
and that has really widened my scope. And as at now, I think I'm confident I could do a lot of research. And since I finished the PhD program, I've been involved in a lot of research work,
Right.
and I've even been a peer reviewer for some journals, some international journals. As at now, I've reviewed up to 10 journals internationally.
Right.
And also in my place of work, I'm now heading the research institute. So the research work stood out for me.
That's something that you take it. And how did Texila American University faculty and the supervisors support you in your academic journey?
Actually, they did a lot, because the supervisor, we're always having a change of the supervisor, so we have a taste of many people,
Right.
and each one of them, they brought in their own expertise onto
Right.
you. Then also my supervisor for my research work was an eminent researcher, and imparted a lot on me. He was actually a good mentor, and that one embodied my scope, that I was able to dig deeper in my research work, and the research work came out very good,
Right.
and I've been receiving some applauses, and that was why some journal, they've been inviting me to review their work for them.
Wonderful.
So they did a good job.
Glad to know. Glad to know. And how is the PhD enhancing your contribution to the public health in your career or in Nigeria generally?
Yes, like I said, it actually stimulated me into the field of research,
Right.
especially public health. And I've been doing a lot of research, I've been doing a lot of presentation on some critical issue in the health, especially in my community. And also, I've been able to mentor some master's students in their dissertation work. And also in my area, we are having some a kind of a committee which I'm heading, that we are looking into public health issue and what are the solutions that we can offer them, like the rising population that is going on right now in the country.
Right.
Have key into it, and we have designed a kind of a work frame on what we can advise the government to do, so that the rise in population could come
Or like
down.
policy.
Yeah, a kind of policy, because the population rising is giving a lot of health challenges,
Challenges, yeah.
economic challenges,
Right.
educational challenges. So a kind of policy framework we are trying to develop, even though at the local level, but we hope that when it is well developed,
Right.
it could be,
Replicated to other areas as
yes, at the higher level.
well. Perfect. And what challenges did you face during your studies, and how did Texila help you in terms of overcome them?
Yeah, the first one would be finance.
Okay.
And I'm grateful for Texila American University. Actually the scholarship they offer make it good for me. Then also the structure of the payment, that you can pay at least 3 times the coordinates. So that one also helped me need. Then the other challenges are that of internet. Being a blended distance study, you have to always be on the internet. And
Right.
in my country, the internet
It's
is
always
very
a challenge,
expensive.
yeah.
Electricity is an expensive material.
Right.
So this one, there are problems. The other one is time management. Because being a full-time clinician, being an housewife, I have to combine everything together. But then I was able to overcome all, because I try to manage my time. Then I also, in terms of the internet, I go for a period when I know the charges are low, so I key into that to do most of my work.
Wonderful. And finally, what message would you like to share with the future PhD students?
Yeah, for the future PhD student, those people that are aspiring to go for PhD, I would like to tell them that actually it's not easy. I will describe PhD program as trying to climb onto a hill with a lot of frustration, with a lot of disappointment, with a lot of hardship. But then, if they can be focused, if they can be disciplined, manage their time, perseverance,
Right.
ultimately they will get to the pinnacle of the hill. And for those who happen to be in my shoes, you are an housewife, you are a full-time worker,
Yeah.
and you will not be able to go for a full-time PhD program,
Right.
then I think Texila American University should be their choice.